guys get that? Today we are speed ramping. I love speed ramping. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, my Destiny tribe? Speed ramping is a great technique to improve your shots, and the first thing you have to keep in mind is make your shots longer. Then you have time to speed it up in post-processing. There are few techniques of speed ramping. You can use it for introduce your shot, in between the shots as transitions, and in the middle of the shots just to give an effect, as I did just at the intro of this video. The first technique I'm gonna use is with the gimbal and without the gimbal, using the Canon M50 in manual focus. Let's do it. The first scene, I will just come here in manual focus, then I will go away like this. We start recording, and this is the shot. Then on the second shot, I will come here, manually out of focus on this place, and as I remember the last shot ended up passing through to a kind of gray pillar, I will start from here with the same color and end the shot here, and might go to the next one. The second technique I'm gonna use is with the Canon M50 in autofocus with the gimbal and without the gimbal. This camera has a very fast autofocus, so this is the technique I use mostly. Then now we have the autofocus speed ramp. I will begin with the gimbal pointing down like this. I will start walking towards the subject, panning the gimbal up. Got my shot, and then I will pan the gimbal to the side. So speed ramp into the second shot. I start recording, then I go to my subject, and I keep going panning the gimbal up. As this place is quite beautiful, I will make another technique of speed ramping here, which is to introduce the shot. On this technique, we start recording, then I will walk towards my subject until I got the shot. So guys, back to the studio now. I have my shots lined up. I chose this music called Side U, which I downloaded from Audio Library, and I will leave the link below in case you like the music. The first thing we have to do is listen to the music and press the keyboard M to mark right where are the beats of the music. So let's do it. Listen, one beat, another beat, another beat, and keep going like this. So now that we have all the beats of the music marked, we go to the most important part, speeding up and slowing down. You're gonna use in Final Cut Pro Shift B on your keyboard. So I will play the video. Right here, when I arrive in front of the subject, I will press Shift B and I will speed up by 8 times. You don't have to speed up by 8 times every time. After, this is just a random number. After, I'm gonna check if I want to speed it more or less. The important thing is you go by the beat of the music, so you have the action or transition right where the beat of the music is. Let's go, let's see, let's play it back. So right here, before I go out, I want to slow down this footage. So from 8 times speed, I will come to a 50% slow. I will press Shift B again, and I will slow down by 50% because I shot all this footage on 60 frames per second because I knew that I wanted to do it. If you shoot it on 24, 25 or 30 frames per second, you can't slow it down, it will look weird. So if you want to use this technique, make sure to shoot all your footage on 60 frames per second. And then I'm gonna have it slowed here to 50%, and after I'm gonna fast again to 8 times speed to transition into the next shot. Let's go. Now the next shot, I started sliding to the same side, right, as we saw in the video before, and now I will, right here when I arrive in front of the subject again, I will press Shift B, speed up by 8 times, so it will record the subject. After you press Shift B again, I will speed up by 8 times again. You see that I'm almost right on the mark. I will pull it a little bit here so I fit right the mark of the music, where the music is beating. So on the next footage again, I will arrive in front of the subject. I will go right where I arrive in front of the subject, this burning stove, and then I will press Shift B and speed it up. Let's see the results so far. So you see, it's easy. It's just about listen to the music, listen to the beat of the music, and after you mark the beats, and you go and you start to speeding up your footage pressing Shift B all the time. Sometimes I enter the frame speeding up and I go all the way slow to 50% right after that, but you can also use this right here. But you don't want to go from 8 times speed to normal or to slow 50%. You want to smooth a little bit this transition. So you can just pull this shadow here at the video bar. Then I want this speed ramping to fit the mark with the beat of the music. I will pull it a little bit here, right where is the beat of the music. Let's go to the next shot, again, right in front of the subject. I will Shift B, speed up 8 times again, and you keep going like this. Easy peasy. Sometimes I want to move the transition between speed up and normal a little bit. So right here, I know I want Shift B, and I want to slow it even more because I want to see that smoke going up very slow. So let's slow it down by 50%, okay? And this I don't want to be settled. When it starts speeding up again, I want it to go straight to 8 times speed to have that dramatic change in speed on this one. Let's play back and let's see the results so far. Beautiful, isn't it? Look, the smoke going up, and then we go to the next one. And you keep going like this. I will speed up a little bit this process, but the main things here are listen to the music, mark the beats of the music, use Shift B to speed up your editing process, and after you speed it up, make sure to check the beat of the music for you feed the transitions, and play with this shadow here if you want it to be more dramatic from normal to slow, or if you want it to have a smooth transition between fast and slow, just do it. Instead of just showing the editing process of speed ramping in Final Cut Pro, I decided to get you through all the shots and how do we get them, because for some people it can be tricky. You just see the editing process and you say, ah, okay, but how do we get those shots? So I hope it was helpful. I love to speed ramping, and there is a video that I use speed ramper a lot. I love that video. It made the video so much more cinematic, and I will place a card, let me see, on this side of the screen. Check it out, that video is about the Nansha Queen of the Heaven temple. It's the biggest Mazu temple in the world. And if you like this video and if you would like to see more videos like this one, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Bye guys!